and I'm recording as well. So any questions or anything like that, guys, you'll be able to refer to this webinar later on if you have any questions that we covered. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, cool. I'm going to go full screen here real quick. We're recording. All right. You should be able to see it a little bit bigger now.
I should do that too.
Guys, so don't worry about
53 here.
Don't worry about taking.
Can you hear me, Christian?
Yes, I can. Who am I speaking with?
This is Sarah Winkluski.
Hey, Sarah. How are you?
Great, thanks.
Perfect, perfect. Cool. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to hop on and go ahead and fire away, and I'll answer your questions. But like I said, we're going to do Q&A at the end, so that way we'll make sure we cover absolutely everything, okay? And then if you guys don't mind, if you can put your microphones on mute until you do have a question, so that way we can avoid a lot of the background noise. That's great. Awesome. Cool. All right, let's get going. So, guys, like I said, don't worry about taking too many notes. I'm going to send you all this information electronically, and you can refer to it at any time. And yes, you're going to receive this packet in the morning, as well as the recorded version, the link, so you can go back to that. So here we go. Meeting time, 10:30 a.m., January 6th, Tulsa International Airport. Guys, your flight's going to be at 12:30 p.m. We want you to be there 2 hours before. I'm sorry?
Not January.
No, I said July.
Okay. We heard January.
I heard January. July 6th, guys. July 6th, 7/6.
Perfect.
Sorry, we probably had a misconnection. January 6th, everyone. All right, next year. It's going to be freezing cold in Ireland. You're going to love it. No. July 6th, everyone. Coming back July 17th. Meeting time, 10:30 a.m., Tulsa International Airport. We are due for ticketing on May 24th, so I will send you your reservation code, the official one, on May 26th. What you will do with that code is you'll go to the airport. You will give that code to the Delta Airlines ticket person at the counter, and they will issue you your boarding passes, okay? That is all you need to do. Take that 6-digit code, which you'll receive on the 26th of May, to the airport along with your passport, and they will give you your boarding passes, and you are on your way to Ireland, okay? So you guys will meet at the Delta check-in counter. You guys can all meet there 2 hours before departure. Please be on time. Build in cushion. The last thing we want you to do is have to rush and be stressed out while you're heading on this to have this amazing experience. So build in plenty of time so that way if there's any kind of car problems or anything like that, you're at the airport at least 2 hours prior to departure, okay? You're going to check in. You're going to pass through security, and then you're going to go to your assigned gate, and you'll wait till they start boarding, okay? The flight plan is Tulsa to Atlanta, Atlanta overnight to Dublin. You will arrive in Dublin at 8:50 in the morning. Ireland is 6 hours ahead of Central Standard Time, so you'll arrive in the morning. You'll feel like 2 in the morning in the States, but we're going to keep you caffeinated. We're going to keep you entertained, and we're going to try to keep you awake until nighttime because we want you to be on a normal sleeping pattern throughout the trip. If you make the mistake and you take a nap in the afternoon, you will have difficulty catching up. So it's very, very, very important that you fight through it and you stay awake until the evening, and you'll have the best night's rest ever, we promise you. Our guides are very entertaining. They're very funny, and they've got very strong coffee in Ireland, so we are confident we can keep you awake till nighttime, all right? Coming back, we're going Dublin, Boston, Boston, Atlanta, Atlanta, Tulsa. I apologize for the extra stop there, guys. Delta Airlines, you can speak with them about that. We have no control over that. But regardless, you will be back in Tulsa that evening at 10:33 p.m. So, guys, make sure you have rides to and from the airport. Once again, I will send you this the official flight information on the 26th of May, okay? And just to confirm, that is July, not January, okay? Just around the corner. Guys, very important. The flight will leave you if you are late, so make sure you're on time. We've gone over that enough times. I won't mention it anymore, I promise. Very important question, guys. To check or to not check a bag, okay? This depends on the person. If you're asking me, I'm going to highly suggest that you carry your bag on the plane with you, okay? The reason I suggest this is because more often than not, bags are lost. Bags are delayed, bags are sent to the wrong airport, etc. We don't want this to happen to you. We want you to start your trip off with your luggage in hand, okay? Now, if you're thinking to yourself, there's no way that I can pack for a 2-week trip and just carry on. I ensure you that you definitely can, okay? I'll travel sometimes for 4 to 6 weeks at a time with only carry-on luggage, okay? I'm going to show you the dimensions of your bags right down here below. You're allowed one bigger backpack, okay, or a carry-on size suitcase, like a rolling suitcase. Just keep in mind, guys, if you are bringing a rolling suitcase, cobblestone and rolling suitcases do not match, okay? There's lots of cobblestone in Dublin. Your bag, you might lose a wheel. You'll be dragging it all over the place. If you're capable of doing it, I highly suggest that you either have like a duffel bag, like a sports bag, or a backpacking bag, okay? If you're not comfortable with that, then absolutely bring your own suitcase with rolling wheels. Just keep in mind that most of Europe, especially in Ireland as well, you're going to be running into cobblestone streets. Elevators, escalators are not as common as they are back home. So a lot of times traveling with these rolling bags can be more difficult. So personally, I use a backpacking bag and then a smaller bag, which I keep my laptop and things in like that. So your bigger bag or your suitcase, whatever you decide to bring, is going to go in the overhead above you. The smaller one is going to go in the seat in front of you. Okay, I promise you guys, you can definitely pack for a for a 2-week trip with these two bags. Okay. The dimensions are below, guys. I want you to double check these dimensions on Delta's website because they're continually changing. But double check. But mainly, these are the standard dimensions. So whatever bag you're thinking about bringing, get out the measuring tape, check it out, make sure that your bag will fit. Normally, these dimensions are a couple inches smaller than what will actually fit in reality. So don't panic if your bag's 1 inch bigger, or even 2 inches bigger. Okay, it can always squeeze in. Worst case scenario, it doesn't fit in there. They will gate check your bag. Okay, which means that they'll hand it to you when you get off of the plane. Okay, I suggest you do this. If you do have some kind of liquid medications, for example, that you can't break down into 3-ounce bottles, and you have to check your bag on the plane, then absolutely you can check your bag on the plane. We just want to try to avoid any baggage being delayed or lost, okay? Now, by all means, on your way home, if you want to check your bag, you don't have to worry about it. Check it on, don't worry about it, and, worst case scenario, it arrives, late home. You're already home, so it's not a big deal, okay? But going over there to Ireland, we do want you to arrive with your stuff so we don't have to do emergency shopping the first couple days. Guys, if you are bringing any type of medication, it must be in the original bottle, okay? It has to have the prescription on the bottle. Please do not bring a bag of random pills, okay? It's highly likely that they'll be confiscated. So make sure it's an original bottle. Guys, I have a sample packing list that we'll show you in a second. This is only a sample, but if you do follow our packing list, and you're smart with the things that you bring and you pick out your outfits prior to traveling, you can most definitely pack for the duration of this trip and carry on. Okay, guys, here are only a couple examples of bags. These two top ones, these would kind of be your primary bags. Now, these aren't going to be your day bags, the ones that you're taking around the city with you. These are going to be the ones that stay in the hostel. These are going to be the ones that are in the in your locker, in your room, that have the majority of your luggage in it. Okay, so it could be this backpacking bag, it could be a sports bag, or like I said, like a suitcase, a rolling suitcase that is carry-on size. Okay, please do not bring a 6-month suitcase. If you bring one of those massive suitcases, you've definitely overpacked. All right. These are smaller little day packs, for example. Just to only give you an idea. My personal favorite, the blue with the flowers. I use that all the time. But guys, these are your day packs that you're going to use around the city. So you'll have your map in there, you'll have your camera in there, you'll have your guidebook, your water bottle, whatever else, snacks, whatever else you want to bring with you. It's important that you have two bags. You have your main bag and that you have a day pack that you can take around the city with you. All right. Now remember, Ireland is it's so green because there's a lot of rain. Okay, so you guys will definitely have some rain while you're there. It can be unpredictable. So I do suggest that in your day packs, you look for something that is water resistant. Or if you can't find anything like that and you don't want to buy something new, get a couple of those gallon Ziploc bags to put your electronics or other things that you don't want to get wet inside of your backpack during the day. So if there is a sudden downpour, you don't have to worry about your camera or your phone or your guidebook or whatever being ruined by the rain. Okay, so if you do have some water resistant, and just get a gallon Ziploc bag and a couple of those, and you can reuse those, and that will keep your valuables safe. Okay. So guys, this is a sample packing list. Again, this is only a sample. I'm going to go over a couple of things in here that I find most important, and then I'll tell you why. We've already gone over luggage, so no need to go over that again. Guys, adequate multi-layer clothing, okay? As I mentioned, the weather can be unpredictable in Ireland, in the UK, northern parts of Europe. So you want things that you can layer up on, take off, put on, take off in case it gets cold, in case it gets warm, okay? So multi-layer clothing is ideal. Coat, jacket, you'll definitely need some type of jacket. It doesn't have to be a big coat. Check the weather, the average weather conditions. Normally, you're looking at during the day around mid-60s. If the sun's out, lower 70s. In the evening, it'll get down to like mid-40s around there, okay? And then just keep in mind that there might be wind and rain also. So check out the average weather temperatures and help that determine what you're going to bring with you, okay? If you do bring a jacket, obviously water resistant is preferred. It's ideal. If you don't have that and you don't want to buy that, I don't blame you. Then go for a little simple $1 poncho, little plastic poncho, and you can wear that in the case that there's a downpour. Okay, guys, adequate clothing for the trip. Ireland is casual, but you might want to bring something, not too nice, but something, a little bit nicer for like the welcome and farewell dinner. Again, obviously not too nice, guys, but something more than like active sportswear, something to wear out to the restaurant, okay? But other than that, guys, Ireland's very, very casual, same as back home. You won't see people going around in like sweatpants and things like this. Normally, you might see some people in like track suits and things like this. But normally it's just jeans and traditional clothes, casual clothes. Flip flops for showering, guys. If it's not my shower, I wear flip flops. Okay, so I suggest you do the same. Bring a pair of flip flops that you can wear in the communal showers. Bring durable multi-purpose shoes. On average, on the European trips, we're walking anywhere between 6 to 10 miles per day. Okay, don't think it's going to be a death march. It's definitely not. But that's just how it works. Whenever you're using public transportation, you walk to the bus, and then you ride the bus, and then you get off, and then you do a walking tour for 3 hours, or you go visit a museum, etc. So, guys, you will be walking. That's the way that the majority of the world does it. On average, you're going to go 6 to 10 miles per day. If you're not used to walking and you haven't started walking, then I suggest that you begin to do so because July is just around the corner. It'll make your trip more enjoyable for sure, and it's good for you, okay? So make sure that you bring durable multi-purpose shoes that are already broken in. Please do not bring brand new shoes that aren't broken in because I promise you, you will get blisters on the first day of walking. So bring comfortable shoes that you can wear for multiple activities and multiple things, okay? You need a quick, dry shower towel. Okay, not all the places are going to provide towels, so you need to make sure that you have one just in case they don't have one. All right, some places will rent them for you, but you have to pay €1, €2, or they rent it to you and then they give you your deposit. They give you your money back when you bring it back to them. So bring your own quick dry towel. If you don't have a quick dry towel, you can get them for like $10 at Academy or something like that. Then bring a thin towel. You want to bring something that doesn't retain too much water. The reason is you don't want your towel to smell like mildew halfway through the trip. Okay, so bring a quick dry towel or a thin towel that dries easily. Okay, you're gonna need a reusable water bottle. Okay, the water in Ireland is potable. It's delicious. It's good. It's clean. Let's take advantage of tap water. Let's reduce plastic consumption. Okay, and save your money for something else. Bring a reusable water bottle that you can fill up with local tap water throughout the trip. You're going to need either a combo lock or a padlock. This is for your personal locker in the room. If you have a combo lock, remember the combination. If you have a padlock, remember where you put the key. All right. You're going to need a camera. Obviously, you want to record your memories. A couple of these other ones, guys, are self-explanatory. Wet wipes, hand sanitizer. These are always great when you're traveling, especially if you're using public transportation. I also recommend that you bring a couple small trash can liner bags or like plastic bags that you might get at Target or Walmart, something like that. They're good for separating your dirty clothes, clean clothes, wet clothes, dry clothes. All right. We already went over Ziploc bags and why those are important. Guys, make sure that you bring a black and white copy of your passport. In the case that you do lose your passport, this will help expedite the process. We can get you to the embassy. We can get a new one issued, and hopefully you'll be able to return with your group when they return. If not, Ireland is not a bad place to be stuck in for a little while. So we'll get you taken care of for sure. Bring your school ID, guys. If you have a school ID, please bring it. There's lots of additional discounts that you can take advantage of during your free time. And most importantly, guys, on this packing list, you're going to need a US to UK adapter. Now, Ireland is not part of the UK. It's very important that you know that before you go over there. However, they still do have the same electrical outlets as the UK has. That's one of the things that they kept. So our electricity, guys, is normally around 110, 120, speaking of voltage, okay? In Europe, other parts of the world, normally they're using around 220 up to 240, sometimes even 250 voltage, okay? Which means that if you plug your device in the wall and you don't have a built-in converter, you're going to have a very expensive fireworks show. You're going to ruin your device, probably knock out the power in the building, and it's just going to be a mess. So what you guys need to buy, okay, this right here, this is just an adapter. This is going to allow you to plug your device into the wall. Okay, you plug your phone or whatever you have into the back of this, and then you plug it into the wall. Okay, now this is not going to convert the voltage. Okay, you're going to either need to check your device and see if there's a built-in converter. Most modern electronics already have built-in converters. It will say on the battery charger that it can handle between 100 and 240. Okay, if it doesn't say that, it can handle between that range, then you should probably purchase a international travel adapter. Okay, those cost about $10. You can buy them at Target, you can buy them at Walmart, you can buy it on Amazon and have it delivered to your house. And they're really cool because it offers, in addition to being a converter, it offers like adapters for 5 different regions of the world. Okay, so you have your Europe, your standard Europe, you have your UK like this one, you have your, there's an Asian one, and there's the US one as well. Anyway, long story short, for about $10, you can buy an all-in-one that will cover you, or you can purchase this little one right here. These cost about $2, and you can get those again at Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, any of these places. I'm not sure if Radio Shack still exists, but you can get it there if it does. Guys, what do you need to travel? Okay, 1, you need a passport. All right. You have to have a passport. If you don't have one, order it ASAP. It takes 4 weeks to process. Very important. Number 2, please do not forget this one. Tell your bank that you're going to be out of the country during the dates of travel. Okay? It's very important. Otherwise, if you don't notify your bank, they don't put a note on your account, your card will be blocked at the ATM. Okay? You won't be able to withdraw money, and then we're going to have to wait for later in the day, 6 hours later, to be able to call the bank, and it's a mess. Okay, so make sure you notify your bank and double check with them. Say, okay, are you sure that they put a note on my account? And then you'll be good to go. All right. You need to have transportation to and from the airport the day of departure. Guys, I highly suggest that you bring a debit card with you, and you use a debit card to withdraw euros from the local ATMs. Okay. I definitely suggest this over buying euros from your bank in Oklahoma and going over there with euros. I'll explain why. By using your local, by using a debit card, your debit card in Europe, you're going to get the official international exchange rate of that day from the ATM. Okay, that's first reason. You're getting the best value for your money. If you purchase euros from your bank in Oklahoma, the bank is giving you their exchange rate, which is never the true exchange rate. So they're getting a cut out of your money immediately right there. So one, you've already lost money. Two, it's not good travel practice to travel with a large sum of money. Anything can happen. You can misplace it. You can be pickpocketed, etc. Okay, you don't want to lose all of your spending money at the beginning of your trip because of one of these reasons. Okay, the best thing to do, absolutely, anytime you travel, no matter where you go in the world, is to use a debit card at a local ATM, and we will take you to the best ATMs where they don't charge additional fees. There will only be an international transaction fee, which normally anywhere between $3 and $6. Okay, but that's standard. It's $3 and $6 per transaction. But you can ask Richie. You can say, Richie, how many euros do you think that we're going to need for the first half of the trip? And Richie will say, you're probably going to need, well, it depends on your budget, first of all, but you're probably going to need 100 euros. Okay. So that means that you make one transaction, it costs you $5. You got 100 euros, it's going to last you half the trip. And then you make your second one for 100 euros. And then you've got your spending money taken care of. And you weren't at risk and you only spent $10 in transaction fees. It's cheaper than the deal you're going to get at the bank. Okay. So long story short, and the same thing, don't bring a lot of U.S. money over to Ireland and want to exchange that over there. You're doing the exact same thing as you're doing back home. You're getting a bad exchange rate, and there's going to be commission fees. Okay, so bring a debit card. If you don't have a debit card, try to get one. Bring a backup credit card if you do have one. I'm not sure at what age you have to be to get credit cards. I apologize, guys. Normally we have normally university travelers, so most of them have credit cards. But anyway, debit card, backup debit card if you can. Okay, a little bit of spending cash on you, but please don't bring over a big lump sum of cash. Okay, just for your own sake. Adequate money for the trip. Now, guys, this is an estimate with a lot of cushion in it. You can definitely do it for a lot cheaper than this. I don't want anybody to panic and be like, oh my gosh, I don't have 300 to 500 of spending money. Don't worry. This is only a very, very, an estimate with a lot of cushion. Average meals, guys, if you're eating like sandwiches and things like this during the day for lunch, you're talking about 4, 5 euros, 6 euros, okay? Sandwiches, kebabs, these kind of things, right? Kind of like quick little street food or whatever. If you're going out to if you're going out to a place to get some traditional Irish food, some pub food, then you're going to look at probably 10 euros, 12 euros. And then if you're getting something a little bit fancier, like, the lamb, for example, or something like that, you're probably looking at 14 euros, 15 euros. Now, the good thing is that the dollar and the euro have never been so close. This is the best time that you guys, we're very fortunate. The exchange rate is almost spot on. They're neck and neck. So, I mean, it's a perfect time to go to the UK, to go to Europe. So you're going to get good value for your money while you're over there. But again, like if you guys are worried about spending money and budget and things like that, just count how many meals you have per day. So breakfast is included every day. You have a welcome and farewell dinner. So that just leaves you with the remainder of the dinners and your daily lunches. And then you say, okay, well, how many days for lunch? Let's times that by 6, or give me a little bit of cushion. Let's times that by 7. And then with dinner, you guys do the same. You guys do the same thing. I think you actually have 3 dinners included, maybe more. I'll double check. Whatever's on the itinerary, that's what you guys have included. I apologize. We've had a lot of orientation meetings this week. But everything that's included, that's on the website listed, that's 100% what you're getting. Okay, so just do the math and determine your own budget, what you need. If you do need help planning a budget, we can do that for you. Just send me an email and I can give you a budget breakdown, no problem. Guys, if there is a course that's aligned with your trip, make sure you bring the materials from your professor so you can pass that course. Double check your bags, guys. Make sure that they're packed within our regulations. Use our packing list. Use our suggestions and recommendations, please. You're going to provide your loved ones with the contact information listed below. Okay. Most importantly, get excited. It's going to be an amazing time. And guys, very important question that we get all the time. Should I get an international calling plan, yes or no? My answer is no. They're expensive. It's not necessary. We're going to have Wi-Fi everywhere, okay? All the places we stay have Wi-Fi. Many cafes, restaurants, pubs, etc. They have Wi-Fi, which means that you can utilize free calling apps. So what are those apps? Well, there's WhatsApp, is the best by far. You can register with WhatsApp. You register your actual cell phone number. People can text you on your own cell phone number as long as you're connected to the Wi-Fi. You can call people as long as you're connected to the Wi-Fi if they have WhatsApp. It's the best. So check out WhatsApp, Skype, Facebook Messenger, FaceTime, Viber. I mean, there's at least a dozen nowadays, guys. So long story short, do you need to get a international calling plan? No, you don't. You can rely on the Wi-Fi. And if you're running your own business or something like that and need to be connected all the time, then okay, that's a different situation. But even in that case, there's cheaper ways to do it. I do it. So what I do is I purchase a local SIM card, a local Irish SIM card. It costs €5. And then I purchase 2 gigabytes of data, costs €10. So I spent €15. And then I use all the free applications that I just listed. So I'm connected all the time. And I did it for €15 instead of paying, $30 or more for an international calling plan. So that's a good way to do it. Another way that you can make sure that you avoid roaming and things like this is take out your SIM card from your phone. Okay. If you remove your SIM card, your US SIM card from your phone when you arrive in Ireland, then you won't have any roaming fees, data roaming, call roaming, etc. Another way is to put your phone on airplane mode and only use Wi-Fi, okay? Unless you're 100% confident that you've turned off all of your roaming, your data roaming, your text roaming, your call roaming, keep your phone on airplane mode throughout the trip or remove the SIM card, okay? Guys, our goal is to give you the best value of travel every time. We don't want you to come home to a huge bill because of some ridiculous data roaming. Okay, we don't want that to happen to you. So double check your phones on the way out. Again, I mentioned airplane mode or remove your SIM. Those are 2 foolproof ways to ensure that you don't have that experience. All right. Contact information, guys. This is where we're staying. Dublin, Isaac's Hostel, great spot. We stayed there. We stayed there for many, many years. Professor Ziegler, she stayed there with us on her first trip to Ireland as well. Metropole Hotel in Cork, great spot. Galway Sleep Zone, it's one of my favorites. Belfast Vagabonds, also great. Oh, guys, I forgot to mention, you are going to Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland, they use the pound sterling, okay? So your euros will not work up there. They are very proud to be using sterling. So we'll take you to the ATM once you get up to Northern Ireland, and you will be able to get that. And that's pretty cool. You're getting 2 passport stamps in one go, so that's great. And then coming back to Dublin, you guys will use Sky Backpackers. Good spot right on the River Liffey. Guys, these are exchange rates of a couple weeks ago. I want you to double check these. xe.com. It's for short change since then. I apologize. We had a standard form for Ireland. But double check these exchange rates on xe.com. That is up to date as the second. So basically, you have the 100% accurate exchange rate of that moment. You can get on xe.com, and that will all be there. All right, guys. The itinerary is the exact same as originally planned. July 6th, you're flying out to Dublin overnight. Next day, we're going to keep you awake. We're going to do an orientation walking tour. We're going to have a nice welcome dinner. Everybody's going to pass out. You'll be exhausted. The next day, guys, you're going to have your official Dublin walking tour. Richie's a brilliant guide. He's also extremely funny. So you're going to visit the Trinity College. You'll see the Book of Kells. And then that evening, if you're up for it, we will take you to see some Irish trad music, trad traditional Irish folk music. You will love it. Every pub normally has it going on. It'll be a tight squeeze, but that's part of the experience. Next day, guys, we're going to be doing a excursion day trip to Glendalough, the Wicklow Mountains, and to Kilkenny, the medieval capital of Ireland. And then that night, we will transfer to Cork, and we will have Pat the Hat, traditional Irish storyteller. He's legendary. He's traveled all over the world, keeping the tradition of oral storytelling alive in Ireland. The guy is incredible, and you will love him. Next day, guys, you're gonna go to Blarney. You're gonna kiss the stone. You're gonna get the gift of gab, and then you're gonna transfer to Galway, the cultural capital of Ireland. There's buskers on every corner of the street playing music. It's a beautiful, beautiful city right in the harbor. It's gorgeous. Galway's my personal favorite in Ireland. That night, we're going to do a traditional welcome dinner in Galway. We're going to take you for fish and chips. There's your second included meal right there. And the next day, you have your free day to do whatever you like in Galway. All right. The following day, we're going to the Aran Islands. Absolutely gorgeous. And from the Aran Islands, you'll spend the whole day out there checking out the cliffs. The islands are beautiful, beautiful. And then we're going to transfer back to Dublin the next day, and you'll have a free day in Dublin to do whatever you like. Now, guys, on your free days, we're going to make sure that you're entertained. We're going to give you lots of recommendations, suggestions, etc., so that way you know what to do. We'll make sure that you're not, just standing there with no idea of what to do while you're in these cities. We'll make sure that you're entertained and having fun. After that, guys, we're going to head up to Belfast, Northern Ireland. You're going to do a traditional black taxi tour. You're going to learn all about the history, the complicated history between Northern Ireland and Ireland, especially over the past 100 years. And you're going to go to the Titanic exhibit as well. Next day, guys, you're headed Giant's Causeway and Carrick Road Bridge, two of Northern Ireland's most famous spots, and spend the evening in Belfast. And then you're coming back home. We're going to take you to the Howth Cliffs, where you can go do the Howth Cliff Walks, just outside of Dublin. Very, very beautiful. Farewell dinner and program closing. And then the next day, we're going to take you to the airport, say our goodbyes, and you'll be headed home for Tulsa to much warmer weather, I'm assuming, than Ireland. But guys, in a nutshell, that is your very condensed itinerary. There'll be a lot more going on than that. But all this is online. Everything that we covered is online. I'm going to send you all this information in the morning. And again, I'm going to send you all the official flight information on May 26th. So now what I'd like to do is open it up for Q&A. If you have any questions at all, now's the time to ask them. There are no dumb questions, guys, so don't be shy, please.
The question was, do we
Say that again. I didn't hear that.
Do we need to bring
Okay, the last word keeps going out. Did you say, do we need to bring food?
sheets?
Sheets. No, you do not need to bring sheets. All linens are provided. Guys, don't be afraid of the word hostel, okay? These places are well researched. They're awesome. As young travelers, this is 100% where you should be staying. And let me correct myself, all young at heart travelers should be staying here too. The reason is, guys, is because you're going to meet international travelers from all over the world. What you learn in these places is invaluable. The amount of travel education that you learn, the relationships that you make, the friends that you make, these are absolutely where you need to be staying as a young traveler. Okay, in my opinion, that's absolutely what I would suggest for any young traveler. I'm 30. I still stay in hostels. Absolutely love it. You meet people all the time. The difference between a hostel and a hotel is the S. Okay, the S stands for social. Okay, there's a social atmosphere in a hostel. That's what it's for. It's there to bring travelers together, to have experiences together, and to enjoy traveling together. The only social experience you have in a hotel is with the television in the room. Okay, that's why we pick these places for students to stay in. You guys will definitely love it. I'm very confident in that. Next question, guys.
How many are in each room?
We have 6 in each room, split by gender. Keep them coming, guys.
What about the travelers that are coming on a different
Travelers that are coming on a different flight, our team leaders will be there picking you up at the airport.
Great.
We will not forget you.
What about health insurance?
Health insurance, traveler's insurance? Was that the question?
Yes.
Okay, guys, there's some. I'm going to email you. I'm going to make a note real quick. Where's the pen? There you go. In the morning, I'm going to email you. Send health insurance. A couple links of companies that you can use for health insurance, okay? These companies, guys, you can get coverage for as low as 85 cents per day, right? So that's amazing, and that covers trip interruption. That covers like up to 150 grand in medical expenses. There's like emergency evacuation. There's all this great stuff. So basically, for like for less than $15, you guys can get coverage that will cover many things. Okay. If you're wanting to get coverage like trip cancellation or something like that, that one's going to be a little bit more expensive, okay? Trip cancellation, normally those policies are around $80. Trip cancellation can be good because it can cover your trip up to $2,500 normally in the case that you have to cancel prior to travel. Okay? So I'm going to send you these links in the morning. You can check out the policies for yourself, see what all they include, and you can pick the one that's best for your group. If you prefer, we can also work with the professor chaperones and look at getting a group policy for all of the travelers. Just you guys talk amongst yourselves and let me know what you prefer, and then we will do that. Does that sound good?
Great.
Okay.
Do you have a specific backpack you recommend?
Yeah, absolutely. The this black one here, this Kelty 50-liter one. This is the one I personally use. It's amazing. You can pack for as little as like 1 week to travel, all the way up to like 6 weeks of travel, depending on how much stuff you're bringing. If you're looking for a backpack that that you can use for like backpacking around Europe and these kind of things, this one's the best in my opinion. If you're looking for a backpack that you can also use on like outdoors backpacking trips, there's better options than this one. The reason I say that is because this one doesn't have all of the additional straps that you need for your sleeping bag, your poles, and these kind of things. But if you're looking for a bag just to use for like city backpacking, hopping around hostels, traveling anywhere from 1 week to a month, this is by far the best. And it's also great because it opens up from the front, so you don't have to pull everything out of the to get to the bottom of the bag. You don't have to pull everything out. Okay, and this is a Kelty Red Wing 50-liter bag. I love it. I've been using mine for I don't know, like 3 years now. It's good, and it totally fits in the overhead. It's perfect size for all that. So yeah, I definitely suggest that one. But that the bag costs around $100, so you have to decide if it's in your budget, guys. If you're looking for more affordable options, what you can do is go to like a Ross, and you can go to Ross and you can buy like duffel bags, sports bags, and stuff like that for like $15. Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? I think we're good.
Guys, if you have any questions in the meantime, don't hesitate, okay? Send me an email, send your professor chaperones an email. Again, I'm going to send you all of this stuff in the morning, and we'll go from there, okay? And you guys are going to have an absolutely incredible time. So thank you so much for wait, say that again?
That was just feedback.
Oh, is that feedback? Okay, sorry. But yeah, guys, again, thank you for making time to meet with me tonight. If you have any questions in the meantime, I'm always available. And yeah, get excited for Ireland. You guys are going to have an amazing time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your Tuesday evening. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.